Welcome back to another episode of the RADelaide Summit podcast. This week we cover 5 rounds of the Super Series have been complete already.
Already? 5? Done.
Jeez. Our guest, Olympian Conor Leahy, joins us this week.
Yeah.
A little while ago, our Aussies brought some significant bacon home from the Paralympics.
Lots of bacon.
And of course more. Come along for the ride.
Ruby opens up. Heyman is back. It's time to do the business.
If you're new to the podcast and haven't listened before, each week we scour the Strava leaderboards watching you do your efforts up Norton's Summit and discuss them here on the podcast, whether you like it or not. There's a chance we might shame you. We promise not to name you personally, and the odds are high we will shame ourselves because we are not as fast as you. Look, at the end of the day, our goal is to encourage and celebrate everyone going up Adelaide's best hill climb, Norton's Summit, and reaching their own goals. So with that, let's introduce ourselves. We are your Summiteers, Kashi,
Ciao.
Wang,
G'day.
Connor.
Hey there.
And I am Alex. Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners, to another RADelaide Summit podcast.
As always, we need to know what has been happening on and around the summit this week. Kashi, good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been a while since we've all been together.
It's been good. It's been a good couple of weeks. What did I do? Went to Bali.
What happened in Bali?
Oh, shit myself.
Literally
Got
and
the belly.
figuratively.
Yeah. I think there was a photo being sent to the Wang or Alex. I don't know who it was. I was in the shower. Right.
Was this self-inflicted or Bali belly?
No, this is...
That was self, I
that was
reckon.
no, that was
it was
rage-inflicted.
the same. Yeah, it was the same thing. But it was good. A really good week. Surfing, chilling by the pool, some really good food, some belly. It was
Saw the food again.
Yeah. And then came back and raced the bend, and it was a bit of fun.
Bracelet.
Yeah, I know, right? Then went to Sydney for work. Work's been hectic too, so just been like trying to find time to get. I got 6 hours in this week.
6?
Yeah, look out. So it's been good.
Shamoy was angry that he crashed today because he failed 10 hours this week. So I said, get on Swift. And he's like, my leg's fucked. And I was like, do it one leg.
I did see maybe some at the ball.
Oh yeah. Went and played pool yesterday. A mate of mine,
G's
Pat.
first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pat was just DJing, not fully DJ.
Why do you
Like
look
just-
at me when you say that?
Because you're a fully DJ. Like
Where was this at?
at Brew Boys on Regency Road. They have a brewery there, and just like people go and play vinyl, like kind of like an open mic night for vinyl.
Oh,
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, had a beer, chilled, played some pool. Just made katsu chicken from scratch and made an absolute mess, and then went out the door. So
Rach just cleaned it up. You'll be in trouble when you get home.
yeah, no, it'll be good. But anyway, no, it's been a good week. Good weather yesterday. Got in. You know, it was amazing actually. I got in just under 100 Ks, and I was home by 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
That was the dream.
About the only plus of chop in early. Is getting
It's not that early,
It
Matthew.
is early.
not really.
No, it's too early for me.
Yeah, it is now. You're getting old.
What about you, Alex?
What about me?
How's your week been?
Obviously, you can still hear I'm battling some form of something. It's taken up to week 10 now. So
Yeah, it would be that long.
It's not a contagious sickness of sort. It might be just an overdoing it sickness of sort.
Burnt out?
Quite possibly, but slowly getting back into things. Had to do a full night shift week this week for work. So it was a 9 p.m. start till 5:30 a.m., which I've never done before, and it was
Disgusting.
disgusting.
Of all places in
However,
Elizabeth.
zooming around in a scissor lift in a Woolies is great fun in the middle of the night.
Did you shop them while you were there?
Sorry.
Do you shop them while you were there?
I didn't do my shopping, but some lovely Elizabethans tried to help themselves to my tools in my ute on night 1.
I love that.
Very nice. Thank you very much, guys. The police got him. I've been out on the mountain bike a fair bit. I rode here.
Hell yes.
Maybe because I'm over the legal alcohol limit for driving, but I did run Lofty yesterday, which was nice.
Look at you go.
Nice little PB up there. And then I took the GDR up to the bend yesterday to watch the roll racing because my GDR is slow compared to some of these cars.
Really?
Yeah, you have to have a twin-turbo Lamborghini to win at the moment.
Was it windy up there?
Nope.
Of course it
No
wasn't.
wind at night.
'Cause we went
There's no
racing.
bikes up there.
What's the
Yeah.
fastest speed you've got on the GDR so far?
278.
300's the goal. It's on your
300 goal,
it's on your
yeah.
blackboard at home.
Yeah, but like these guys are doing that in half the distance I was doing it in the GDR. So for those rev heads out there,
Well, they're hitting like 300.
they're doing only half the straight.
Okay.
Mine was full straight.
Okay.
They're doing 240-ish.
So where are they pulling up then before
You know the bridge where the finish line was for
Yeah,
the series?
yeah.
That's the finish line for the roll racing. So you've still got another...
So they're hitting 300 by there from the end of the straight.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fast
It's
car.
not very far.
No.
What's the 0 to 100 in that? Surely
In my
ridiculous.
car, it's quite quick, but this twin-turbo Lamborghini must have 1,400 horsepower.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, pretty wild and just insane. Like, there's a lot of money up there at the moment. It's like Sydney roll racing. Sick.
Wild.
And then I confirmed GDR can get on a ferry. Does scrape the bumper, but we got on
Where
a ferry.
did you go?
From Tailem Bend over to Wellington to the pub.
I didn't even know there was a ferry there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just
down
literally dropped down out of the backside of Tailem Bend,
Yep.
Jarvis.
There you go.
And then, Pooches. Hamish has got the cone off his head, so he's a bit happier
You
boy.
can get out the door now.
Yeah, he can get out the I can sleep, not get woken up at 3 a.m. when the dog door needs scratching. But yeah, nothing else exciting. What about you, Wang?
Good. Very good. Back to normal programming for me this week. So
I can see you.
after
What do you got? How many hours? Talk to us.
24 and a half this week.
That's
So
not
got
normal
in
program, that's extra.
got in 860 this week. So because of the public holiday on Monday, but the last 3 weeks I only got in 700 a week because of all the racing we've had. So back to normal programming.
Yeah. You tell him.
Monday, what do we do Monday? Public holiday, so we done a little Wollonga loop with some of the Sunday church boys. Tuesday, back to work. So just some Zwift in the morning and lunch, and then went out to the crits on Tuesday night. Gave back again. Summer crits are back.
Yep.
They had to call it early on Tuesday night because it got a bit dark pretty quick, so and cold. I didn't have you there to bring me a jacket. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, much the same. Just a bit of Zwift and ride after work. Saturday, didn't get up for chops, so I just rode down there. And then up Norton's, back down for a coffee. Dinner last night with Nate and Geordie. And then done a church bunch today. Up Loby and back into Harndorf and through Allgate. So, yeah,
That's a
good
look.
week. It
Sausage
was a
in
good week.
Harndorf?
Huh?
Did you get some sausage in Harndorf?
No, it was always busy in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to line up for sausage.
No, not mine anyway. so, yeah, that's about mine.
Hates a bratwurst.
That was my week. So, what about yourself, Connor?
Not too much. Just getting back into it. Back on the bike after a pretty long break after the Olympics. So,
Yep.
yeah, just sort of trying to bump it up an hour or two a week. But, yeah, this week was some high motivation, some low motivation on some days. So, I had some days where I just found it hard to get up. So I sort of stacked the back of my week up with K's, which was actually, made up for it, which is nice. Had a good few days. Chop off yesterday was really nice.
That new bike too?
No, not really. No. I've had it for just under a year now.
yeah, sick.
Yeah.
That's new.
That's new.
Yeah, new. Very graciously provided by Moff.
Delicious.
The team
It's his
that
birthday
sell it.
today as well.
Oh,
Happy
happy
birthday,
birthday,
Moff.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've got to pay him a visit actually with this.
Yep.
But just K's, and I checked out the new Institute of Sport. I don't know if you've seen, they've been building it in Mile End there.
No.
Big building. So yeah, check that out midweek, which was it was really awesome.
Everything's all moved in now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a massive improvement on the old one. The old one, you walk in the gym, it just smelled like sweat. Disgusting.
Oh, the old
changed.
one at Lockley. Was it Lockley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Letter Road.
What
Yeah.
services are we going to see in the new one? Like, what are they doing there?
Well, they've got like a whole brand new gym, which is massive. You got recovery pools.
Pools, yeah.
There's like a sprint track next to the gym, which me and Moriarty tested out, and he absolutely pumped me. And yeah, there's like recovery pools. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I haven't seen yet because it's not quite fully open yet. It's just the gym is sort of operating, and then also they've got a wind tunnel.
The wind tunnel.
next to it, which I got to go in a few months ago. So yeah, just getting back into it really.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, good.
Amazing.
Good.
We've got a ton of questions.
We do have a ton of questions. Before you get cracking in the questions, because you haven't got to experience.
Copping a field.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Connor, yeah, it is. Connor
Pretty
brought us
heavy.
something today.
Really have
That's
to
pretty
it.
girthy.
Yeah.
I like that.
For the listeners, Kashi's holding Connor's gold medal from the most recent Olympic Games.
See on the bottom
Can I
where it's
just
got
say-
the event there. Under there.
Fucking
It's
incredible.
intense, isn't it?
Yeah. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. How fucking cool is that?
And apparently that's part of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, it's an old part of the Eiffel
Not
Tower.
anyone else gets that. Connor stole that bit.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Can I just say, not pissing in your pockets, but well fucking done.
Oh,
yeah,
thanks,
that's
mate.
amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So for the listeners, what did you get the gold medal in the Olympics for?
So I got the gold medal with 3 other of my teammates in the team
Only
pursuit.
2 other, because one's Michael.
Your Kel.
In the team pursuit, 4-kilometer team pursuit on the track cycling.
And time you guys did it in?
To get the medal, we did a 3:42.0 something, but in the round we did a 3:40.730, which is a new world record.
Insane.
That's fucking
Absolutely
wild.
insane.
Yeah,
That's just mind blowing.
It is. It's fucking wild.
Like the splits of that is what was
think
the quickest kilometre?
52.9, I think.
Yeah. So that's like
I think
70
they,
something 72-ish?
once you're up and running about that, but because of standing start,
Yeah.
65.2 k an hour average.
What about that fast kilometre?
I don't know, but very quick.
Fast.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like that'd be 70
Yeah.
k an hour plus.
That's
I think the average lap split, don't quote me on this, could be wrong, is in the realm of 13.2, 13.3 a lap for 250 metres. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Mind blowing.
That's wild. So tell me, what was the previous world record, like 42 or something like that?
42.0. Yeah. So
When
got
you
it
were
up.
on, like, I know 2 seconds in that speed is a long time. Did you like know when you were in it, like halfway through, that you're like,
We
we're
are
fucking
on.
on?
Yeah. You always know when you're on.
How early did you know you were on?
Well, you always go out quick. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's just like when I know that we're on for a bloody good one when I've done my second turn and I'm like
There's no time.
struggling to hold the wheel because we give Sam at the Olympics, we gave him ridiculous amount of laps. So he was doing 3 3/4, almost 4 laps to finish every time.
Holy shit.
So it's a long way to go. So a lot can happen in 4 laps.
Yeah.
But when I'm like struggling to hold the wheel,
Yeah.
after I know we've already been going quick, it's like, all right, this is gonna be good.
Yeah. And when you're struggling, that's some fucking watts.
Yeah.
Like,
But what's
Yeah.
super cool is like we'll go out, for example, like Norton Summit, and you'll be like, I'm on, like Wang's legs are good. But you can tell, Connor, that you're like, 4 of you are on because you guys know each other so
Yeah.
well, and in terms of physical capabilities, you're like,
Yeah.
today's the day. That's fucking
Yeah.
cool.
Well, there's probably a few touch points in the ride where you're on good one. Like obviously if you start well,
yeah.
because we have our coach. He's got like an iPad that flashes a color when we ride past, or it doesn't flash. It holds a color up when we ride past.
That's
it.
easy. Yeah,
So we don't have
that's cool.
to. I've seen a lot of other countries.
They do numbers.
Don't want to
yeah?
give them our secrets.
Yeah.
It's not that secret because all I have to do is look at our coach.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We
they have like
stretch far and wide here at the podcast.
a little number that they would have to look at, and so you think
trying to
about
catch
like
that
you're
at
going at
75
70 k an hour.
The fuck am I going
And
to
go
look at a
like-
number? I'm like -1, 0,
Yeah,
0,
yeah. So we just have a color
Doing these
system
calculations.
Yeah.
based off of like whatever, like point,
yeah.
point something of a second. So
Yeah.
you see the color that we're on, like say it's green is perfectly on schedule, yellow's a little bit quick, red's a little bit slow, and then we've got blue if you're really fast and black if you're really slow. So when you're like, that's what you don't want to say. But like we get out, do the first K, and we're like sitting on yellows, and then maybe by the time the starter, so in this instance, Kel does his second turn and it's still yellow. Then it's like, all right, that's good.
you're on.
Yeah.
Then we get through me and Ollie's turn and it's still yellow. Then it's like, all right, we're actually going to break the world record here.
Then the one back hits the front for the last 4.
Sam, he'll last 4 laps.
That's wild. To tell me, who is the shittest sit?
Ollie.
Only because yesterday, right? Like I was behind Zach for a while. And I'm like, fuck, he is. I love him, but he's the shittest
Yeah.
sit ever. Like he's so slippery.
Yeah.
Who's
Well,
the most-
based off of CDA numbers, it would be Ollie. And
Yeah.
he was the person I was sitting on.
nice.
but like in the lead up, we trained so much the lead because we knew what pretty much wheels we're going to ride.
Yeah.
So I was training on his wheel a lot, and you kind of get
used to it.
got used to his riding style, and
Yeah, cool.
Like fortunately, my like aero number was also pretty good.
How good?
So it was like not too bad.
Oh, that's
actually.
good.
Yeah, and also Ollie's job was like everyone has a different role, but Ollie, he had to hold the wheel in second wheel when Sam was doing those last 4 laps, which is really hard.
Yeah,
so to make up for that, he didn't do as much on the front.
Yep, that makes sense.
Early on.
Then I'm not getting the shit draft for as long. So it's actually you structure the ride so everyone's like. Obviously, Sam's contribution is massive, but like you might look at who does however many laps. Like, Ollie does this many laps, Connor does this many laps, but unless you really know the nitty gritty of team pursuing, it's actually a very hard ride.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
To do like you can do 2 laps in a team pursuit, and that'd be incredibly hard.
Yeah.
Or you can do 5 if it's not very fast. It's not that impressive. But
Yeah.
if you break it down,
That's cool.
Yeah.
And even like the starter's job, people will say, why do they always finish with
Exactly.
with 3?
Yeah, you just wouldn't understand. It's so hard to start.
That start looks fucked.
Yeah, it would be.
Honestly.
Yeah, it was. Kel was taking it to the moon off the line. It was like, because that was a little bit of a later addition to our lineup. Kel going in the gate because we just hadn't really knotted down it.
Yeah.
And he was going good. It was hard
It's probably one of the most important roles, the starter.
Oh,
as well,
yeah.
like, to get
It
you up
is.
and going. So,
because if you start half a second down,
Yeah.
you got to make up half a second when everyone's already going.
Yeah.
An hour. Like,
Wild.
you're not going to ride at 80k an hour. You can't do that.
No.
So you got to start quick.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Insane. The important question now.
Norton PB?
Yes.
Norton.
it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, I think it was
Wasn't
this
it a
year,
training
maybe.
ride?
Yeah.
It was
10-minute or something.
yeah, I
Wasn't it a
had a
test?
power test.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had a 12-minute test
And kept going.
and then kept going. Yeah.
Made us
I can't even remember what I think it was 12:50 something.
No, 12:31.
Was it?
Yeah.
12:31.
Yeah,
There you go.
I've got a 12-minute power test and I've almost gone up
Yeah.
Norton.
Yeah.
I remember I did it again. I had another same test before I left and might have been more fatigued or something or worse wind. And I tried to do that again, but I got to 12 minutes. I was like, lap the button. Like, that's not happening today.
Why 12? Like, is that...
Yeah, that's
I don't know. It's just our sports
question.
scientists,
Yeah.
not even Tim. It's our sports scientist. It's like you do. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it, or I don't think it's
Don't worry
important. It's just like you do
It's
a
just a thing.
2 minute test, and then you have 10 minutes off, and then you do
Yeah.
12. It's just like it maps your threshold basically.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, okay.
That's
That
cool.
sounds horrible.
12:32.
12:31.
12:31. That's
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you've got your gold medal here, and you've got a stack of successes. Is that what comes to mind when you think about your greatest life achievement or greatest day on the bike?
I think so. Yeah.
I would have been interested to see what it was.
He's
if
like,
it wasn't.
actually, no.
Yeah, for sure.
Top on
Big
Saturday.
part
like-
career.
Yeah, that 12:31, mate. That,
Yeah.
It was that day I held off the bunch in the Tour Down Undercrit. That would have been up there.
yeah. Nah, this is definitely. I don't even think I've soaked it up how important that is.
Dude,
yeah,
like
to
just
us.
holding
Yeah.
this is like something coming
Yeah.
out of it. Like it
Oh.
gives you this.
Yeah.
Like an aura.
I got like it was like almost goosebumps. I'm like you can you can kind of feel like obviously that's been your life for what 4 years, right?
Or more.
Longer.
Yeah, longer, right?
Yeah.
This is your second cycle, wasn't it? So
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, I probably did half of the last cycle in Adelaide, not necessarily part of the team, but
Yeah.
around the environment and then this whole cycle. So, yeah.
So that's what 6 years.
6 years.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So did you, like, honestly, did you guys go into the Olympics thinking you could win and break the world record?
I would say I'm going to be honest for myself, probably not until maybe 2 weeks out. And
Okay.
we started in training, started to do some like crazy stuff. And I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
oh, we're...
Yeah.
Not that I was thinking, oh, I'm going to go in and just participate. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to fight for the win is what I thought. But I was, we hadn't been top. Well, I haven't been on the podium at a big race
Yeah.
for 3 years. So, like, Nations Cups are big races, but, like, you think World Championships, that's the
Worlds,
real
yeah.
test. That's everyone sends their best team to Worlds. You don't go to a Worlds and not
Yeah.
try to win. So, yeah, we haven't got on a podium in a few years. So I was thinking, like, all right, I know we got a good like aero package coming. Training's going to come in. Maybe we can lift up to third, second. That'd be awesome. But we're still off the world record. My PB was 6 seconds off the world record at the time. So
you've got
it's hard to
8 seconds
it's hard
quicker.
to like visualize. All right, I'm going to go 6 seconds quicker than I've ever gone before.
That's 6 seconds at that speed is...
The
But then now
quickest,
we ended up going
quickest
8.
TMP that you rode before the Olympics was what?
48. So
you've gone 8 seconds.
So
quicker.
then I ended up going 8 seconds.
Take this 6 seconds.
Because you think, like, I'm just thinking about it from
That's
like
like 3/4 of a lap.
on the track. Yeah, on the
It's
how it's trying to
it's over
visualise
half a lap.
that.
It's
Yeah.
like 3/4 of a
Almost 3/4 of a lap.
Yeah.
At 13.
So yeah,
Second
to
lap.
answer the question, not until the last like week and a half, 2 weeks out, then I was like, yeah, I reckon we can win this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was a difficult like mindset shift, right? You're thinking before like, oh, just at the Olympics, and then they like, all right, I think I can win this. Let's
Yeah.
Like playing that catch up in your mind of like, all right, third to second to like the almost the excitement of like, oh, hang on a minute,
Yeah.
we're in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did some effort, like a 4-kilometer flying effort before
Yeah.
the racing at the track,
Oh, at the
Paris track with all our race kit on, and
Yeah.
it was like insanely it was insanely
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
And we had the Italian, we share sessions in the training session. The Italians were
We're there.
there, and they were like, because
Spazzy
Jay,
You're like this, and you're like, yeah, motherfucker.
because Moriarty was there, obviously, but he wasn't in that effort.
Yeah.
He did the lead and then sort of come in, and he said he was riding around with them when they were lapping their Garmins on their
course
thing
they
to
were.
check like every lap. So I was like, all right, we've got the big dogs scared.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
It's a mind game there, right there.
Yeah, oh, it's so many mind games when you're on
They
the
aren't the
track.
big dogs anymore.
Yeah.
That would be like, because it from the Italians and the like, was it Tokyo or was it the Worlds when it was the Danes
Tokyo.
and the Italians?
Oh,
when
it's
was
been-
the Shin? When was the Shin?
That was Tokyo.
That was Tokyo.
But it's
Yeah.
been those two teams
Yeah.
at like the Worlds and the Olympics the last 3 years.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
gold, silver finals, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then GB this year, last 2 years started to get really good,
back at it.
but they just never had a like. I reckon they would have been on to win the 2023 World Championships, but they crashed in the qualifying. So they haven't really been able to show themselves for a few years, but they've actually been quite good for a few years.
Yeah. That's cool.
They still would have. And then they fucking fell off in Tokyo. I mean, in Paris as well.
Yep, too deep. Went too deep.
Went too deep and almost fucking
Up his
passed
saddle.
out.
Oh,
But it was
Is that
actually-
what happened?
Yeah, he just slipped off the front of his seat.
Yeah, he had to do almost 5 laps. He had to do almost the last 5 laps because
Holy shit.
he was making up so much for the other team, and yeah, he slipped off. I'm actually glad that in the media those boys have been like really honest about that.
They
I
still
was
would've
scared
lost.
that they were
Yeah.
like, blame some part of the bike or
Yeah.
something, but they were just everything I've seen they've just said flat out, yeah, we push ourselves too
Pushed us
hard.
too
and,
hard, yeah.
Like chapeau
Was that Hader? Was it Hader?
yeah, hater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you want at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah.
You want those that good sportsmanship.
Yeah. In
'cause I know-
Tokyo, there was so much controversy the whole time, like the shin tape thing. There was
Yeah.
crashes.
Crashes.
It was crazy. And there's
Yeah.
like so many, like, oh, if this happened. And then like New Zealand crashing the bronze right
Yeah.
off as well.
Yeah.
But this was like pretty clean competition. And it feels like nothing crazy happened where you're like, oh, but if that happened differently, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except maybe the slip. But
And,
Nah,
and
they
even
were-
there, like, no.
They were behind.
And
man.
all the
They weren't coming
bikes
back.
are pretty on point, right? Like, there's not much difference, surely. Or like,
Well, I think, yeah, not really.
how are the new bikes actually? Were you riding the factors?
Yeah, riding the factors. They were a bike.
They're obviously very fast.
But yeah, they're a quick bike.
Speaking of bikes, so you're on a S5 now.
Yep.
What talks through? What group set are you on it?
SRAM Force.
You're on the one by.
On one by. Yeah.
Oh yeah, is it good?
Yeah. Except now I'm going a bit slower in the hills.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
so good, but I put it on for like national crit and the national road race because you can get over that hill pretty well. And then I just kind of kept it on, and then I went to Belgium this year. It was really good in Belgium.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Would it be your favourite bike, the S5 for the road?
So far, yeah, I've loved it. Yeah, it's awesome. Because I was on a soloist before that,
Yeah.
which is a good bike. But then when you get in the S5, it's like, whoa, this thing is
it's free
spaceship.
speed.
Yeah.
This is what I couldn't understand. Like a couple of people going to the Soloist from an S5. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing there? Like S5s are
Maybe
sick.
for like they want to be more versatile bike with gravel and gravel and all that.
Older,
You're a little bit older, yeah.
You can't
more
get
options.
more lax.
I guess.
More options for
Yeah.
bars and height and stuff like that. Like the S5 is a race bike.
It is.
Yeah.
It is bone jarring fast.
You just touched on the Nationals then. How you'd be pretty excited with them being in Perth for the next 3 years.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice to. It's always Christmas. It's like my not least favorite time. It's normally my favorite time, but
Yeah.
I gotta be training hard, and then I like have to fly out pretty quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, to be at home will be awesome. Just
Yeah.
be able to like roll straight into and just stay at home. Like I hate staying in like I don't hate staying in team accommodation, but you're never as
It's not the
as
comfortable,
nice
yeah.
as when you're at home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Zen place.
that'll be
Agreed.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like you get shacked. You get put in like places with like no windows or
Yeah.
whatever, and it's like
Yeah.
it's the same when I'd travel for work. I'd much rather like stay at a friend's or
Nobody
Yeah.
wears off after a while.
fucking oath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my
Are you
pillow. I
fam-
take my pillow everywhere.
Yeah, so do I. I do. You take yours as well. We both do. Are you familiar with the course? You know.
I would say I would have done every road,
Yep.
but I would have never
Not
gone out and done
gone
that
out.
loop.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're pretty hard, but
Yeah.
they're nothing. It's not like
Not like Bunny Hill.
Buninyong is a massive. You would call it a climb.
Yeah.
They're all just punchy.
Yeah.
1 or 2 minutes.
And the TT course. Are you?
I actually haven't looked at it in depth,
Okay.
but everyone that I've talked to be like, oh, they'll suit you. So hopefully, I'm still deciding if I do it or not because I'm doing the Tassie Carnivals this year.
Okay.
Nice.
So then it's just logistically bringing 2 bikes. So I might have to get because I think mum and dad might come for Christmas here,
Right.
and then maybe they can take my time trial back for me. But yeah, logistics.
Yeah. I guess that's the biggest problem with it being over in
Yeah.
Perth as well. Is
Yeah, exactly.
getting shit there. So we won't be driving there, will we, Alex?
We're not going.
It's like
I've
3-day
driven that.
drive.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
No.
Nullarbor.
Yeah.
Can't believe Lockie Morden did he? He wouldn't have ridden on the Nullarbor, would he? Done that full
Yeah.
lap.
They do like most
What?
when people do before that they did their what do they call it? The Indian
Yeah,
Indie pack.
Oh yeah,
Indie pack. They
Yeah.
would they'd just ride across
That's
that
nuts.
road.
That's
Yeah.
I was
insane.
listening to a podcast a couple of months ago, and Jensen said he was going to ride from Melbourne to
Yeah,
Perth.
that's such a Jensen thing, man.
And then he was trying to
He
hit
would
up-
have probably ridden on the side of the road so he could have done gravel as well the
Yeah.
whole time.
He said he wanted to hit up some people to motor pace him across the Nullarbor.
Yeah,
So-
200k an hour.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Far out. So-
Go on. Do the food. Let's talk food.
Food?
Actually, before food, I did see your setup. I did some Instagram stalking. You got a new coffee setup for a while now.
Yeah.
Like, it looks delightful.
Yeah, got it. It's like 1 month today, maybe even.
Oof.
Yeah, so it's old. Need a new one.
Yeah, need a new one. It looks exactly like my mate Stacky's. It's great.
He loves the coffee.
Have you got a favourite bean at the moment?
Yeah. Well, at the
that one.
moment, I have like the subscription thing where you get beans
yeah?
every month of Thieves, but I'm waiting because I got the new coffee machine. I've been
Yeah.
blasting through beans, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
waiting
yeah.
for that to come. And
Well, you've got one now too. You've got an order.
This subscription thing is that Tinder?
that's something else. I don't know what kind of beans you like.
Yeah.
There are some beans on Tinder that you can blast through.
But at the moment, I love. You know the Coffee Baron? Have you heard of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, the one on North.
There's one on Main North Road, but there's
Main North
one they've like where they actually roast them is closer to where I live up in
On Tolly Road.
Yeah, on Tolly
Yep.
Road.
Yep.
So I just go there when I run
Yeah.
out and
had
get their
those beans in ages.
They're pretty. They're unique. They're tasty.
Okay.
I
I've
like
been
them.
getting the beans from Taylor Blend and like just the shape.
Taylor
the way they
Blend?
work, Taylor Blend.
Oh,
Taylor-
hey,
yeah.
Those kind of beans.
This
Some good
guy,
beans up
honestly,
there.
no shit. This guy, it's like a road between Green Hill Road and Kenzie, and you basically just wait at the
Order and then wait. Like he's that fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. His rig is crazy. He's
5 or
"Don't-
6."
Okay, yep, cool, bang, 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 yep, cool. Done.
Good coffees there.
Yeah.
I think the problem is when you get like a good setup, and you get good beans, and then you like enjoy the process. Like going to a cafe now is just
It's shit. Yeah.
yeah. I know that the coffee they're going to give me is worse than what I can just
Yep,
go home to.
100%.
So it's like
I don't have a Lemazocca, but I've got a rocket and a niche
it's all-
grinder, and it's
they're all
like,
pretty similar.
yeah. And I got a little
Yeah.
wand.
Good
Yeah.
grinder.
Yeah.
Machines probably less important, but if you've got a good grinder, good beans, you're
So
set.
good.
So you've got your coffee in the morning
And midday
and,
and
midday,
afternoon.
Really? How many? 3 a day?
Yeah, at the moment I've got to cut down.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Double espressos too, like double.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
20 grams of beans in, 40 grams of coffee out.
Jesus Christ.
What's up?
a
So
couple-
you got your coffee. Are you a breakfast
Breakfast eater?
Yeah. What's the go-to?
Eggs on toast. Yeah. I do 4 slices of toast. Then I'll use a bit of butter in the pan. 4 eggs, and then I'll just chuck them straight on top. Won't butter the toast. Use the
Yeah, the juice.
Juices.
juices. Yeah. Don't do any flipping. Just crack them in. Wait, let them cook. Take them off.
That's every morning. That's your breakfast. Most mornings.
Pretty much. Unless I've like ran out of eggs or something, I can't be bothered. But pretty much toast most
Need
of
to
the
buy
time.
some chickens by the sound of it.
Yeah, I do. I'm not a big muesli or like oats fan. I just
Don't do cereal.
when I'm at a race or something, I've got to eat that. It's just I struggle so much.
Yeah.
4 eggs.
Yeah,
4 eggs.
More of a savoury
4
kind
eggs.
of guy.
Yeah.
That's good. Favorite cheap meal? Zinger burger, good or bad?
I don't really get KFC too much.
No?
More because it's less available than Macca's. No, I don't like it, but I would just...
Yeah, single.
They're both about the same distance from your place, KFC and Macca's. Depends
No,
where you're going.
there's a very significantly closer Macca's.
Oh, the one
Sorry.
down under Glynn.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
saying
okay.
that, what's the out of the out of all the chains actually? What's your favourite cheat? Like if you're like just race the bend,
Yeah, what's
like
the crave
What's
cheat,
the
like?
craving?
Probably Macca's.
Yeah,
But although I like Hungry Jacks too. I'm a bit of a Whopper fan, but
yeah,
everything else they do is not as good. So
yeah. Fair
I
call.
like nuggets.
And I should admit something. So
Go on.
Yesterday I went to the Bend and there's not a lot of food choices.
Yeah, Hungry Jacks.
Hungry Jacks is
Hungry
there.
Jacks, yeah.
Yeah.
I had Hungry Jacks.
Did you like it?
I was in my head like I'm going to relive 20 years ago childhood dreams of Hungry
Is that
Jacks.
the last
and I
time
was
you
like,
had Hungry
yeah.
Jacks?
Wow.
I was so disappointed.
What?
I was
Really? The
so
chips are so good.
No,
Actually, the chips are good.
Chips
no,
are good,
the
yeah.
chips were terrible.
Oh.
The zinger on the way here.
The Coke was the best part of it.
The Coke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kept getting the
Yeah.
ice cube snuck when I snorted it.
What was the first thing you ate after the Olympics? Was there a craving you had?
Oh,
There's
you're
beef
gonna love this.
KFC.
It was KFC. Because there was one like no joke 30-second walk from our
Just in Paris.
ACOM. So
Yeah.
I
Various teeth
ordered
marks in the middle here.
yeah, the medal.
There you go. That
I ordered a
satisfies me.
few wicked wings, and then they took ages to come, so they gave me like a bucket because I was like tap my foot. Oh, I gotta go.
Don't you know
They gave
who
me,
I
like, a
am?
whole bucket.
Just flashing the
Shared
gold
it with
medal.
the team.
What do we got? What's a most memorable or bizarre thing you've seen during a race? The weirdest shit.
I don't even know. I feel like your mind just goes to crashes, like not
Yeah.
funny. Crashes are never funny, but odd crashes.
Yeah.
Seen some odd crashes. Seen some people do some odd things that cause crashes.
What's is it more bizarre on the track or the road?
The track's pretty hectic. Like things are just going
The
on
speed is
everywhere,
incredible,
and
yeah.
on the road, people are just. There's more time to do dumb stuff. I feel like because people will do stuff when they're not pinned.
Yeah.
They're just like trying to get something out of their pocket and then just touch a wheel and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
true.
So there's probably funnier stuff happens on road races, but
They just rode through the middle of another
was this at Paris?
team. Yeah.
Missed that one.
Yeah.
I know that the British guys had a bit of a crash before.
Yeah.
But yeah, those sessions are crazy. Though actually, maybe that is some of the bizarre stuff.
Yeah.
It's like those sessions before races. You just like, what are people doing?
Probably to your point, right? Before when you were saying that you knew you were on when you did that flying 4K. It's probably like everyone else is pushing or like feeling just as good, or they see something like
Yeah,
they
there's a
knew
big.
that you're on. Like imagine the Italians like fuck, we've got to push it.
Well,
like,
they did an effort after that, and then they started going quicker and quicker to the point where it was just ridiculous. It was stupid. It was like they're doing a second a lap faster than you would in racing, It's like, you're not intimidating me because I know you can't do that for 4K. That's just stupid, man.
Yeah.
How good.
Yeah.
Go on. What do you got?
If you could choose any location in the world for a dream cycling race, where would it be and why?
I reckon Perth.
I was going to say Perth.
Yeah, I love Australia. I love home.
Yeah.
Like, been to Europe a few times. I haven't been racing in Asia, so maybe there's somewhere nice there. But every time I'm in Europe, after a few months, I get sick of it. So it'd be cool to race here, I reckon.
Perth is pretty good, actually.
I've heard it's got awesome cycling infrastructure and the bike paths over there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's a massive bike path.
I remember years ago.
Wouldn't race on it.
I went to Perth for work for a couple of weeks. I took my bike. Anyway, I messaged Sam and he's like, "Oh yeah, go down this. There's a group ride under the bridge."
Oh, Narrows.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was like an old chop here, like people are chopping
Groups are a
through
bit different,
roundabouts and
yeah.
stuff. It was wild. It was fun though.
They're more like races over there. I've never actually done many of them because I live pretty far away from Perth.
Oh yeah.
But there's that Poppers ride.
Papa's,
Yeah,
have you done
yeah,
Papa's?
They do one on the Boxing Day, and that's like a race.
Yeah.
Papa's trying to shut that down, though, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's got some funny stories about Poppers actually. I've tried to do it, no joke, 3 years in a row, but there's been some sort of hindrance every time. And I got this close this year. Because I live really far away, and it starts at
Up north or south?
south. Yeah, so
Oh, cool.
it's like 70 k's away,
Oh yeah.
and it starts at 5 or 6 a.m. So
Yeah.
probably not going to get up on
That's
the
a
Boxing
big
Day.
day. Yeah.
Got Dad to drive me up, and I had like, it was on the new S5. I only had it for a couple of weeks, and my tubeless had like got a puncture somehow. From putting it in the car to the drive,
Oh my
so
God.
like I got Dad to drop me off like 15 k's away, so I could warm up a bit.
Yeah.
And then it was like tubeless. Didn't have any spares to put it in it, so it was just like, fuck, like 15 k's away from doing it.
Yeah.
And then I had to drive home. I went home, fixed a puncture, and just did that 70k ride, did
Yeah.
the loop, rode
Yeah.
home as hard as I could the whole time, just out of pure rage. It's pretty funny. But I've honestly tried to do it 3 times in a row, and I just haven't been able to get it done.
Well, next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on.
So now that you won the gold medal, what would be the one piece of advice, or the one piece of advice you've received early in your career that's really stuck with you?
I've had some really good mentors, or
Oh, yeah?
not even mentors, but just good influences
Yeah.
in my career.
Yeah.
Like my very first coach was Peter Dawson. He was the last gold medalist.
Last gold
in,
medalist, yeah.
like 2004. So
How good.
having people like that in your life, you hear some good gems. But I think just maybe never like specifically ever said, but just keep knocking on the door, I think is good. And yeah, just like that always sticks in my mind. Like keep knocking on the door. If you do everything right, they can't not open the door for you. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And
Cool.
I feel like a lot of people probably feel like hard done by in a lot of things.
Everyone is a special snowflake.
Yeah, like
yeah, 100%.
they've been knocking on the door, but like I honestly think if you work really hard and do everything right, not just if you do a lot of watts, that's cool, but if your technical side's bad, or if all you focus on technical side, if you do everything right, I mean, it's easy for me to say because I've been like,
but
gifted,
but
good-
to your
good
point,
positions.
like you've done it. This is like your 6th year of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so,
not,
like,
and
you're not
also
knocking on the
knowing
door
it's
while
not
you're
going to
running
be for most people, it's not going to be a walk straight in, go to the Olympics situation. Like everybody's had hardships and had to get through stuff and worked really hard to get there. So if you want it bad enough, you'll have to just keep knocking on the door and then just getting opportunities when you can. You can't say no to a good opportunity.
I
you go.
said that. That's what I say with work. I'm in a new role now, and it's bloody great.
Yeah.
It's good. It's like it's busy, but it's I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So what I
Some things
Rach
seem
said when
scary.
you kept knocking on her door. She couldn't knock back a good
knock it
opportunity.
back, and I shouldn't knock back. No. And I went, oh, bro.
Right.
Some of the scariest things are what will give you the best return.
Fucking oath.
Like moving to Adelaide when I was 18.
Yeah, how old
that
were
was
you?
pretty scary.
Yeah.
Just it wasn't too scary, but it's a big thing. And then looking back now, it's like, well, if I never moved to Adelaide, I would probably I wouldn't be in the
Yeah,
Olympics.
because you said you grew up south. What's that like, Mandurah or something? Down there?
Yeah, pretty much. Just north of Mandurah, Sydney Harbour.
Like,
So
that's like nothing.
pretty far away from any track whatsoever. So
That's cool.
Do you, or did you have any pre-race rituals for all of this, or superstitions when you think about it?
No piece of woods in helmets or anything. Like
Nah, nothing crazy like that. Everything's such a blur, you know. I'm trying to think back to stuff, but I guess like your warm up and what you do in the morning is kind of a pre-race ritual, I suppose. Because like it has to go. You time it, everything's
Is
right.
everyone's warm up the same for you guys, or you've all?
It's all pretty
tailored?
similar, but yeah, a little bit different here and there. But it's all the same sort of idea.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything that's like, oh, I put my socks on this way and
Is
out
it
the
sock,
door.
sock, shoe, shoe, or sock, shoe, sock, shoe?
that's just a big brain shit right there.
That would irk me if someone did that. No,
That's what you do.
No, sock, sock, shoe, shoe. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
I don't even know what to do.
Really? Think about it.
Sock, shoe, shoe.
Sock, shoe,
Surely.
shoe. Yeah.
Who's going to put
Tomorrow-
one sock on then?
Socks.
Try and do it. Sock, shoe, sock, shoe. You're just like,
Okay, I'll try it.
it's uncomfortable. Yeah, nothing crazy.
How good. So what's next? You've
Yeah,
basically at the top of pursuing.
yeah. Well,
What's next?
I'm not a world champion yet. I haven't been world champion yet, so
Okay.
I really
You
want
might
to
have
be
been-
world champion.
I love that.
You could have
That's-
been. You might have been this year.
Yeah.
That centre team.
Well, after the break I had, I was pretty unfit. So. But yeah, I really want to be a world champion as well because that's encompassing. You know?
Yeah. Rainbow Bears.
But for next year in the immediate, I'm gonna do more racing in Asia and whatever, because I'm racing for hopefully Keish, the Continental team.
Yep.
So yeah, just Conti racing, just seeing, like how. Because I've always done road for maybe a summer or just past summer, and then I'll have to go back on the track for like track nationals and Oshis, and but just I feel like I've probably earned now the chance to, if they want me for a track race, to be able to step in a few weeks before, not have to dedicate half a year for it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, that's how they see it too.
Yeah.
And then probably whatever worlds or nations cups they go to, I'll definitely put my hand up because I want to do a team pursuit as Olympic champion while it's fresh.
Where are the next track worlds, apart from the ones that are in
Chile,
next week? But okay, Chile the year after. Yep.
But yeah, nothing has been. We haven't got a cemented plan yet. So yeah, just road racing really, getting good on the road.
Epic.
Did you have any World Tour teams or any Conti teams sort of knock on the door?
Not really.
No.
No, it's pretty tough gig these days.
Yeah.
Like yeah. I think if it was after Tokyo, probably be a lot better. Like, but nowadays they're signing up people that are 17.
Yeah. Like
Pretty crazy.
the junior world road champion.
Yeah,
already
exactly.
signed.
It's funny, like if you go on their, pro cycling stats.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you go on that and you go on teams, it's just literally like 5 years signed up already, and they're not even out of juniors. It's,
Yeah, you'd look at the dates they were born, right?
Yeah.
You're like, what is it
It's
now?
crazy.
Hang on, what's I don't even know.
Be like 2003.
Holy shit.
yeah,
No, less. Geordie's 2003, but like 2005.
yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Insane.
And I think, if you want to be a pro these days, you got to really love it. And I think I've raced in Europe a couple of years in a row now, and I don't know if I really like that's what I really want to do, Maybe Asia will be worse or better, I don't know, but I got to do it to find out. Yeah, I'm pretty content with that really. Just having had my time, had fun, and now I can just focus on getting as good as I can, and then yeah.
Because Casey got the track team as well.
Well, they do, yeah. So I do a few C1s and stuff with them.
Yep.
Which we did one this year. Went to Japan. That was really fun. That was almost a highlight of my year, other than the Olympics.
Yep.
So yeah, it's really cool environment, Keish.
Yeah.
So sort of blessed to have that
Well,
for next year because there's not much else.
Not much else, is there?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking hell. It's like pretty
Yeah.
sad, really.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it really
Like
is.
some of the guys that are going to be without teams, like Zach and Saundo and those local guys.
Yeah,
like,
you think about those guys and
It
it's
is-
like, what the Yeah.
Yeah, some serious talent that probably deserve a lot more than
yeah,
what's available at the moment.
like literally they're going to give it a crack for another 12 months, and if they don't get anything, that's
It's
fucking,
sad,
that's
isn't
it.
it? Yeah.
Like,
I've heard not anyone specifically,
yeah.
but like people saying things like, "Oh, if I can't get a good team, I'll just probably rack it," and it's
Yeah.
like just sad.
So
'cause
much
it's like,
talent.
yeah, you don't have to rack it. You can just keep
enjoy the
doing
bike.
it.
Yeah,
but I think people, when you're racing that level, you just get so sucked into it. Like, I have to be pro, or it's or
The
that's
next
it.
Step for me.
Like, if I'm not pro, what's the matter? It's like, and then it is. You have to take a step back and be like, all right, I could just ride my bike and race my bike and enjoy that, and that would be
that
content with
thing
that.
can come all the way down the line.
Yeah.
I'm 40. I'm not going to be a pro ever. But I love riding my bike.
Yeah, it's cool.
All the way down the line. Like,
So I think it's important if you need to have that love for riding a bike. I think the pros nowadays, like, if they stripped away being a pro, a lot of them would still just love riding bikes. You know. Whereas a lot of people just want to do it to be pro. Those are the people that aren't.
It's amazing going fast.
Yeah.
That's why I do. That's why I ride on Sundays, because it's just good. You got an S5 and you're just like macking down. Like, you look down and you're chopping off for like 55 k's an hour. And you're like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
So will you race Pro Velo as well?
Yeah, I think Keish are doing it.
Keish doing it.
I think I'll just try to put my hand up for as much as possible, because last few years I've sort of refrained from doing that. Be like, I got this track race coming up. Yeah. Which is cool, because that obviously led to some good things. But now it's like I've done that, so I'll put my hand up for as much as I can and see how good I can get.
And obviously you go around for another Olympic cycle.
Yeah, definitely. Well, like, I'll just take it at the moment, year by year. Like, it's easy to say, I'll go to the next Olympics, but 4 years, lots of racing between then, and I am 25 now, which people will be like, you're only 25, but
I should be 29
I'll
next.
be like pretty old by next one. So
Pretty old.
Not as old as what Sam. Not as old as what Sam would have been.
Yeah.
Second time.
So just take it year by year, and year by year.
Amazing. Super proud.
Thanks. That's it's been awesome. Great little chat.
Well, thanks, mate.
We've got some notable mentions, people.
Get into it.
A little while ago, we did have the Paralympics. We haven't had a potty since then, but our Aussies brought home 63 medals.
That's rapid.
63 medals, with 3 gold in the track cycling, and our recent guest, Lemon Pip, securing a silver in the road time trial.
Another good luck potty.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
During the week, I think it may have been yesterday or the day before, we had an important traffic update from Miss Pickett. And apparently, a lot more of the roads have been resurfaced in the Cherry Gardens region. And
It's finished today.
Delightful and fast.
Oh, really? Is that up like
Up Humpty.
where that road was closed for so long and you had to?
Yeah, that goes to like Humpty and then down into Clarendon. Yeah. So
I've been running near that place lately. Actually, it's a pretty nice place to run.
Yeah.
Oh, it's super fast.
Yeah, so
Humpty's
main
done.
road.
Yeah.
Wait, so you can just rip it down Humpty and it's all done.
Rip it off it now as well.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah, mate. I'm with Connor there. Rip it down. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, it is wider.
There was
Yeah.
some retarded drivers somehow rolling their cars and crashing on the corners in there. So
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of retarded drivers, I was telling you, I was coming up and over. I rode the other week. I was coming up and over the freeway. I did Sunnyside into the freeway and then came up and over. And then I was like, you know what? I'll just fang it down. Got to the top of Lofty, not to the lighthouse, but just the road. And I'm like, yep, this is sick. It was great. Afternoon. And I'm just like, not going too crazy, not dipping it in too crazy. But anyway, bus straight at me over the other side of the road on the Lofty side.
heading towards Green Hill Road.
I was heading towards Green Hill Road.
Boston on
Came
that road.
up and over the side.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
I was just like, I literally was like, like fucking.
Well, scary.
I was so, because I was probably doing 60, 70 Ks and like tipping it in this bus halfway on my side of the road. And I got home. I was like, Rach, yeah, there was a bus. And she's like, can you not?
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I had to.
You know the bottom of Monty, where the very last left-hander where you do your sprint in Suburbia? I come flying around there one day and there was a bus trying to get in the driveway on the left. The bumper had hit the road and the back
And it was stuck.
Ground, it was stuck.
Oh.
Like, whoosh, go.
Sorry, yeah, bus drivers up there in the afternoons around
I had a
5
koala
o'clock.
in the middle of
Fuck
the road.
that. I was
A koala sitting in the middle of the road on Monty the other morning coming down. Fucking almost decked it. So today happened. Sorry, you've been talking about karma. Today when we're out coming into Mount Torrens, this dickhead on this Harley come past the bunch, like super close, like almost skimmed us, and then just revs his bike.
Dickhead.
Wanker. And then as we were going into Nan, cops have got him on the side of the
I
road, pulled
take
him
that,
over.
yeah.
So fucking
So many
funny.
situations where something happens, you're like, oh, I'll get you.
We gave him so much shit, and the cop was probably thinking, "What are these bike riders talking about?"
Oh, good.
Suck shit.
And for those not following Mr. Lachlan Morton for the last month,
Oh yeah,
Who's a
this
freak?
legend has taken a week off of the record to ride around Australia.
average 450k a day.
That's so silly.
450.
That's what
I
I've been
did
doing
that for
a week.
one day, and then I had to recover for 2
You
months.
can do that in a week, yeah.
He was going through two to three chains a week.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I guess that's what, like,
True.
3,500
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's insane.
and that was a warm up for a race.
Yeah, around
Now
the
he's in
world.
America.
Yeah, I think that's there's
Oh, really?
talk of him
Yeah.
doing around the world or something or other.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
So yeah, he took a week off of the.
I wonder how much
previous
longer
record.
the world would be than Australia. If you just like go to Australia,
if you
point to point, make it stretch it
think it's
out.
like-
Surely it'd be a
Well, that chick did it. That Lael Wilcox, she just did it. The one
yep.
that was here
Yeah.
not long ago.
Is it 30-something thousand kilometres? I reckon around.
Yeah, a little bit less, I think.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
Australia as well.
14.5, I think, something around.
Yeah, so
there.
it's literally almost like half. This is
Yeah,
doing
he's done
Australia.
half, yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Well
So
done.
that's like a massive effort. Riding to Cannondale. That's why.
He was.
No S5s here, people.
Yeah.
Imagine
Imagine if he had an S5.
Yeah, it would have
Imagine
taken
how
another
broken
week
you
off.
would be.
Imagine. How would your gooch be?
There wouldn't be a gooch.
It wouldn't be a goose.
No.
It's gone.
It's
I
gone.
reckon, I reckon he's pretty hardened at this point. I reckon.
Yeah.
Remember when he come up
It's like
on?
crocodile skin under there.
Yeah.
Were you there on Chop a couple of years ago when all the EF boys come out and he come out?
I
Probably.
heard about
Yeah.
that, wasn't there? No.
He fucking hated every second of it.
Oh, I bet.
He was
yeah.
hating it.
It's funny. You forget, hey, he is a pro.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Is he still?
Still on their roster,
Like,
yeah.
he can still race.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like
I think they just do it for the
so
marketing.
mellow.
Oh, yeah. How much?
I've never actually met him, but I'm assuming
He's
he's a pretty
super
mellow.
chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's racing these crazy
He's a good
races.
guy.
He's a different cat.
He's raced at Vic Park a bunch too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he raced a Tuesday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he raced a
Yeah.
Tuesday. It was sick.
It's funny. I when I've been writing at the moment, I've been listening to the Hamish and Andy podcast.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got a mention on there actually because they have like this.
Because one of them rides.
Yeah, I think Hamish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do this segment where they talk about people with too much empathy, and they have empathy for inanimate objects.
Yeah.
And he called in saying, like, when I ride past the road trains, I try to be as quiet as possible because I feel bad because I think they're sleeping. So he's just like, when he rides past road trains, he's like, tries to pedal softly and stuff.
What a good lad.
On that though, Lockie was saying that there was a number of road trains that did try to kill him and didn't give him
fucking hell.
space, so he
Yeah.
detoured a little bit off of those roads.
You
to get
would.
out of the way.
But they
Yes.
probably wouldn't even see him.
No.
Like, that'd be the
Yeah.
last thing they're going to
Yeah,
expect to see
yeah.
out
Yeah,
there.
true.
Some dude in his pink fucking cycling lycra.
Pink on
Yeah,
the bike,
yeah.
flashing lights. Yeah, I don't see him.
No. Right.
And lastly, I have to give a massive shout out to my dear friend, Super Cyclist.
Oh, how is he?
He
What
is
happened?
Good. We were riding up Norton Summit last
Oh, the stick.
Thursday. Yep. And we were doing no shit, 15 kilometres an hour, and like a stick flew into his front wheel, flipped him on the spot,
Oh, far out.
face first into the pavement, actually tore a hole through there from his lip. So he's ended up with, I thought it was only about 30 stitches, but he's had probably close to 50 inside his mouth, inside his nose, on his chin.
God.
Yeah.
I noticed he went back up there again a couple of days ago.
Yeah, because he lost his.
He was looking for his
bottle with
tools.
his tools in it, and he found that it was
He
down,
did it?
down the side of the road. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah,
awesome.
he's on the mend, but yeah, like it was like a pure freak accident. I was about 5 meters up into the road in front of me. I turned around and he's just face first into the pavement. So
That's the
ambulance
worst way.
came, took him away. His bike, literally, like you wouldn't even know that he's crashed because his face took it all. So,
Yeah.
poor bloke.
Just
Saved
happened
his
too
bike.
quick.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
Anywho,
All right, so let's jump right into it. The main reason why we exist is let's see who's been spinning up the summit this week and check out the times for the folks that have been giving us a show. Maybe the fast guys, it may be the slower ones, it may even be everyone in between. But like we said, we'll dive into their rides and data a little bit more robustly, and then we'll see who and what has caught our eyes on the leaderboards with some hand-picked times for some fun and analysis. So, Connor, you're going to take us through the fastest man and women this week.
All right.
We've got some rapid times.
Yeah. 12:32 is the fastest men's time by mitosis.
PB too.
Now,
Oh.
this is a PB
Yeah,
by
PB.
over 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We haven't
What?
seen one from before, though. So from our
Yeah.
last time we've had him on the potty, he's
Yes.
taken over 2 minutes.
How do you have all that? Is that all the info for everyone's PB and all that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just here. Apologies.
Sorry. Wow.
So 14:48 was his previous.
Yeah.
Previous recorded.
Yes.
Might have
Yeah.
gone analog for some training.
Yeah.
What did he do for that?
So that's from the power meter, 402 watts.
He's cracked it.
The magic 4.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
1,327 VAM for all our VAM nerds,
Yep.
which is pretty quick actually. That's I think I heard somewhere that Pogacar's riding around 2,000 VAM, so
Almost doesn't surprise
just over half.
Did anyone see him last night? It just wins by fucking 4 minutes.
Yeah, average. Was this the
The last
Lombardi.
40
last
something
40,
Ks? He averaged 340 watts.
370 normalised.
Yeah, but no, that's for non-Pogacar standards and Adelaide. That's really impressive. So that's cool to see. And then on the women's, we've got Cactus doing
PB too.
PB.
and also a PB by 11 seconds here. It says.
That's amazing. Flying.
Those watts.
sure she's
those
quicker
watts
than a
for
I thought she was in the 13.
Yeah, no, that's not a PB. That hasn't been updated.
really?
I think she is in the 13s.
Yeah.
Well, this one was 1431. I'm not
That's
sure if I
still
said
fast.
that. And 295 watts on the power meter.
Oh yeah.
1145 VAM.
That's so good.
That's
Pashy, what about our men for the week?
Well, after mitosis hit a smacking PB, we've got what? See, why is old mate's not coming up?
Naturally aspirated.
Yeah, naturally aspirated.
We had the same time. So it was a tie for the fastest time this week.
Yeah, but look at the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not coming up.
Hashtag
Well,
NA.
mate, get your spreadsheet sorted.
Turkey slapper.
Turkey slapper, friend of the potty, good lad. Did a 12:32.
How's the watts?
What, 434 watt.
What about
average.
his heart rate?
184. I don't even think my
think he's
heart
like-
goes that high.
He pretty much done most of that on the front as well.
Weapon.
Is that on the bunch?
Supers.
Oh, I'm going to
Yesterday.
be
Yeah.
avoiding that bunch. 30 days
Yeah.
is insane.
That's
Nah,
wild.
Benno. I think Benno ripped it for like the first 6 minutes, and then, then he got on the front and
Yeah, turkey
did
slapper.
the rest. Turkey slap did the rest.
Well done, turkey slapper. Yeah, again, 14:34, 184 heart rate.
And it was a
Ooh.
bit of a dirty headwind yesterday as well.
A dirty headwind.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Oh, just
Like-
hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Unclean.
next up we've got Doyle's Ain't Oils with a PB. So he's hit a
it's
12:49. So he's
seconds up.
shaved 6 seconds off. Good on him. 430 watts.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy.
There's some wattage floating around Adelaide on the Northern Summit.
And 180 again, 183 average heart rate. So all these guys are smacking it. Next up, friend of the potty, the beta, good lad, with
big
just
watts.
a casual 1250, average 417 watts.
Yep. Big boy Watts.
Look at his PB though. He's nearly cracked 12 minutes.
No, he needs to get that sub 12.
Before.
Just join that elite club.
Next up, we got Average Joe with a 1252, and he's got a rapid PB too, and just shy of 400 watts for average 397 watts. Last but not least, Mamba number 105. Glad to see he's up. He hit the
deck last
hit
week.
the deck
Pavement.
last week. Yeah. Hit the stands. Hit the
Barriers.
what are they? Thank you. Hit the barriers. And he's a small lad, but he still hit 347 for a 13:10.
Yeah.
Wang, you got the women's bracket. Go for it.
We do. We have coming in with a 14:32. I'm not sure if this is a PB. She had a PB a couple of weeks ago, I thought. So this
Otherwise,
chick's
extreme.
new to town. Apparently from England, I found out today.
From London.
Yeah, London.
London.
So Flora the Explorers, 1432, 291 watts, 178 beats per minute on that one. So she's flying. Then we have Potty Favourite, 1455, 277 watts, 180 beats per minute. She did tell me she did I think an 8-minute or a 5-minute power PB yesterday, trying to hold on the wheels at the start. So she's rolled out a 1455.
Who's that?
Then we have...
Wahooligan.
Yeah, I said that.
No, he didn't.
No, you
Okay.
you said friend of the podcast.
Friend of the
You've heard
podcast.
friend of the
Sorry.
podcast.
Yeah.
Then we have
Sorry,
aggressively
Wahooligan, if you're
undercooked,
listening.
who has also rolled out a PB yesterday, 1540.
My God, look at the heart rate.
That's standard for her. That's standard for her.
That's so messed up.
She runs a
be
high
fatigued.
heart rate.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty low,
fatigued.
must be. Like,
260 watts average, 198 beats per minute. So cardiac arrest.
Just
Yeah,
in-
aggressively undercooked.
Just before you move on to the next one, what was you had some data for your heart in one of the races the other day?
I was like 208, I think.
And you're how many? 50-something years old?
80, 70.
40. Our birthday soon, Sean.
I know,
she
we're
was
born
running
on...
up in the 200s.
Yeah.
Far out.
Yeah.
Insane.
I'll die one day on the bike. Yeah, our birthdays. We'll have to do a potty
Yeah, you'll have to
special
do a potty special.
for our birthdays.
Did we not find two others born on
Yes.
the same day as well?
Yeah.
4 of us were standing there at a
In
tent.
the same spot, born on the same day.
What was going on 9 months before that?
Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Yeah, we found that out.
Up next.
Next up, I always struggle with this name. So R2DI2. So we have he's rolled out a 1723,
Cash.
227 watts, just cruising. Wasn't even
150
early in the
beats.
week. 151 beats. Yep. Then we have Shaquille Oatmeal with a time of 1841, and that is all for the ladies.
Did a little hand pick.
Yeah, I've
Oh, yeah.
a handpick this week. Mr. Real Shamoy.
Only because he had a bit of a bingle this
We had a bit
morning.
of a bingle this morning. So we've got reports there's potentially broken bike,
Yep.
broken ego,
Broken heart.
broken heart.
Had to get
Wang's
Oh,
Rach
heart.
to come pick him up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't even ride home.
No good.
You know
Yeah.
it's bad when that happens.
Was he wearing, what kit was he wearing?
I know, but he wasn't wearing gloves either.
Oh.
So he's fucked up all his hands.
Also, another one of the Keystone riders decided to go on
Yeah.
gravel
Yeah, he did too.
What's going on?
and break himself as well. So there's a lot of people, they just want to get out of the freeway, clearly.
Yeah. That's true.
What was his time? Did you say his time?
His time was a 13:29.
Yeah, it's just cruising.
Just cruising.
Just cruising.
Real Chamoy.
Z2.
Gotta
body
say
style.
here, everyone's pretty consistently close, you know?
Yeah.
Like, times are all, it's not like there's any clear people smashing it, so...
Everyone's holding
looking
their
up.
cards. Their
Yeah,
chests.
nobody's showing what they
this
got
weekend.
before.
Honestly, though, I would hate to go on that Supers bunch right now.
Oh, yeah. That's gnarly.
Yeah, it's fucked
Yeah,
up.
because then they smash it, then up again basket again.
Yeah.
So,
Just in case at 12:30
yeah,
wasn't enough.
Wasn't
It
enough.
wasn't enough.
If I wanted to go out and beat my
Thank you.
current 27-minute Norton PB, what day of the week should I do it?
Well, it's proudly brought to you by Bikey Wipes. Will be Friday, I reckon, is going to be the pick of the days. There'll be some southwesterlies on Friday. So that's the day to go out and get some wind assistance.
And can I get it on the mountain bike?
No. You need to get back on your road bike.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
Thank you.
Kashi, what's coming up in the weeks ahead?
Got a fair bit, apart from, well, the freeway we do have, definitely, coming up. That's just going to be a world of pain, but that's okay.
Can't wait.
I can't. I can wait, actually. I can definitely wait. On the 16th of October, we've got some general track training at Adelaide Superdrome. On the 20th, we have is it a Kermesse or a crit?
They call it a Kermesse.
Kermesse. Yeah, the old freeway. That's good. On the same day, we have a Spring Series Race 2. I'm assuming that's on the track.
No, it's actually out and back 15K in Mount the Gambier.
Oh,
Yeah.
$5. Can't go wrong.
Century, yeah.
I love that. Norwood.
Cheap.
$5. Yeah. Norwood on this Tuesday, the 15th, we have open crits at Vic Park.
The weather on. It's going to be
Are
30.
you donating your time?
Like marshals, I'll do that.
Yep, we'll just come down anyway. But it's going to be 30 degrees on Tuesday.
Degrees.
Yeah.
All right.
Amazing.
Holy
Get your
snapping
canes
ducks.
out.
Yeah.
Jeez. And Thursday night, we've got motor pacing at Hanson
It's good.
Reserve, not road there, Wang.
I did see a post from Himalayan Mountains about that, saying come along and try.
Yep.
along and try.
He didn't tell everyone that he was the one getting dropped on the back of that photo.
I did see a Keystone.
So
kit,
a nice little pre-freeway spin
Mm-hmm.
behind a moto. That should be pretty good. And that's track and road bikes as well.
Yep.
So bit of fun. Last one, we've got South Coast Cycling Wednesday and Friday. We've got some training. And some night racing at the velodrome there at Edwardstown.
Edwardstown.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and all creatures in between, like, it's been a privilege for having Connor here and bringing in his medal. Like, literally, we're in awe of whatever that does internally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's so fucking cool. So, it's all out of you guys.
done.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show. If the listeners have enjoyed yourselves, please give us a follow through your favourite podcast app or access all our episodes through YouTube as well. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon,
Ding.
and don't forget to tell all your friends and share it with everyone.
We are also all over the socials where we'll give you updates, info, and let you know when new episodes are out, along with other podcast news and information. And if you want to support the podcast, head to our Buy Me a Coffee page. And if you donate, we'll give you a shout out on the podcast next week.
We would also love your feedback and to know your thoughts. So hit us up and let's have a chat through our Facebook or Instagram, or shoot something through on our ye old email address.
Oldie.
Yes, RadeladeSummer@gmail.com. And with that, Alex,
Why are chickens so funny?
Why, Alex?
thanks, Dad.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, bye. Ciao, bye.